will be clear. And it'll be all good. Finally. Yeah, my new Grand Cruiser in all her glory. Capture point. Not quite as nice, but oh well. Right, so Space Marines are fastest. Oh. There. Enter. Ah, is that station?
Aye, Admiral.
I forgot that they had one of those.
Course engaged.
Probably
The
hit it
enemy
from
has
there.
seized a strategic area. The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Heading acknowledged. Show us the enemy.
You have seized a strategic area.
Enemy
Wow,
sighted.
really not damaging that at all, am I?
We serve. Target locked in. Teleport attack successful. We wait your command. Your orders?
Some real damage.
Changing course.
I'm gonna play Subnautica and every bit of time do your stream is shame me up.
Ship
Never
ready.
play Subnautica, but maybe one day.
Targeting enemy vessel.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
We wait your command.
Sieging my strategic area.
Shark assault boats on their way.
Heading
be careful.
acknowledged. Impossible, Admiral. Coordinates acknowledged.
To get some repairs on the go.
I am listening. All power to engines.
Just moving away.
Ship ready.
The enemy is seizing one of your strategic areas.
Underway.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Okay.
Aye, Admiral.
Hey, can be repaired.
Initiate targeting protocol. We serve.
Reloading.
Where shall we strike? Your orders? Engaging engines.
Deal with that.
Boarding successful.
You have seized.
Oh,
a
I said boarding
strategic
torpedoes. That's why I was like, oh yeah, I'll stop him from warping out, but I already did. I was quite confused.
Setting course. Aye, Admiral. Enemy sighted.
Right, come on then.
Engaging. Strike quickly, brothers. For the Emperor.
For the Emperor.
Execute high energy turn. We wait your command.
Not that bit so spicy.
Ship ready.
Not great.
We serve.
Station though.
Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike.
Absolutely ruinous.
For the Emperor.
Tech Marines, calm the machine spirits!
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Ship ready!
Anyway, doing it a lot faster. Hey, Cini, how you doing, man?
Your orders?
New vector acknowledged!
Vector acknowledged.
Aye, Admiral.
Let them disengage, I don't care.
Boarding caused critical damage!
There you go.
Heading acknowledged.
Your orders? Ship ready.
Die already.
Station has taken severe damage.
Has accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Station finally ruined.
We stand ready. Moving to position.
Righto.
Show us the enemy.
Starhawks
Or
loaded
that,
and
if you
set.
please.
Show us the enemy!
Okay.
We serve.
Starting to sort that out now.
Lock on target.
Speed it up a little
Aye,
bit.
Admiral.
You have seized a strategic area.
Right, let's just see.
We wait your command. We wait your command.
You have seized a strategic area.
Where shall we strike?
Ship ready.
Okay, let's torpedoes will do nicely.
Your orders? Enemy defense platform destroyed. Enemy defense platform destroyed.
You have accumulated 75% of strategic points.
Done. Most annoying thing there was this bloody station. Never mind the Necrons. Must have buffed them in the beta patch or something, because I don't really remember them being that strong. But there you go. Right. All my ships in that fleet leveled up. Apart from the Space Marines, but oh well. Balzac has been taken. Which means this sector is now happy as Larry. Apart from dormant tombs and Tyrannid remnants to speak of, but there you go. So, yeah, we've got an invasion going on in Agrippina, but we are well aware of that. That will be well in hand, as we're sending forces away from Chinchare anyway, to complete the special operation in the Bellis Corona system, of the Bellis Corona sector. That requires Spire, and perhaps a secondary or maybe even tertiary fleet to go down that way. Happy as Larry, next sector lost. Yes, but fortunately that isn't a thing at the moment. Could be soon. But that's not quite here yet. Low urgency, which is fine. Now, do I station fleets to reduce the Necron threat level? Yes, I probably do. Because it is quite high The Necrons love this sector, it would seem. Not sure why that keeps losing focus. Come on. So yeah, now we've got our ship cemetery up to full level. We're getting 160 resources per turn, but we're also getting over 1,000 a turn, which is mad. If you remember what was going on in my previous campaign, I had nowhere near enough income. So that's good. Cool. Don't think there's anything left to level up anywhere, really. Maybe Battlefleet Corona? Yeah, there's that one for our agri-world. That can't get above level 2. It's not a very nice system, that. Not in the slightest. Alright then. In the turn. It doesn't mean we're all in the clear though. There could be invasions popping off. It's just a low urgency at the moment. That increases every enemy threat level by 1. So stuff like that can happen. Okay. 20. That's not enough to put all in, but I can send it to help. It seems to make sense to me to just send in the Space Marines to deal with that. That's happening in 3 turns. It's happening in 2 turns. So it looks like I can still potentially send Spire and Helder to the next sector to start the Battlefleet Corona objective, but perhaps I don't need it immediately while we deal with this stuff. Spire can head on his merry way, but is not urgently needed. So I'll just put some more defences in that system. Delay it by a turn. So if I do want to just send reinforcements and send these fleets elsewhere, we can. Right. End the turn. Hopefully there's no invasions of Cadia. Good. No Necessary, where I think we still got 2 systems in there, because Chaos and Eldar have just been fighting back and forth between those 2 systems. Quite amusing. But I care none for their plights. Nothing in Chinchare as well, that's good. Right, so they're arriving next turn. They're arriving in 3 turns. Spire's at the next objective, but he probably could do with a supporting fleet. However, I mean, do I risk increasing the Necron threat level? That's the issue, because I could peel off the Space Marines. Oh, I'm going to do it. Hopefully we'll level up Renown and get another fleet by then. I have to garrison this world because I do not want Drukhari raiders coming in. at all. So now the Necron threat level's at 4. I mean, like I say, it's not the end of the world. It's just not great either. So yeah. No invasion, Katie. Good. Just skip past that. Necrons have arrived, and just gonna auto battle that because we had incredible defenses. So. There's no cheeky invasions of this sector. We'll upgrade that, so now Chaos threat is reduced by 3, which means Chaos are not arriving. The Inquisition will not allow it. And yeah, Jubal's nice and happy. Listening posts churning away. Very good. They're arriving in 2 turns, which, like I say, the Space Marines can probably just deal with that while I think about moving the Imperial Navy out. They've all kind of got the same fleet composition. Oh well. Okay. I'm going to send that through just so we can reduce Necron threat level. I think we're fine now. And then those 2 Imperial fleets are going to help Spire in the next mission. Bellis Corona. Then I can Spire actually get any more ships. He's got 80, which means he can get escorts. That could be useful. End-to-end time. Pressing Cadia to speak of. They're having fun with each other again. I think the Eldar might end up winning out, but then again they just keep spawning more fleets. No more invasions of Agrippina. No invasions of Bellis Corona. No invasions of Chinchare. Good. Right. Imperial navies. Go help Spire. I still don't know about ship loadouts. Need to learn more. I mean, I don't claim to be an expert on that, but I could help potentially. It's kind of trial and error where I've got it from, where you kind of look at your shipyard and kind of you hover over the weapons and have a look. And it's mainly the damage, the reload time and the range that you've got to look at, and especially like lance weapons are 100% accurate no matter what the range, and they reduce its target armor to 50. So they are really good weapons, but obviously your macro batteries are much better close range and much more accurate close range in general. Obviously not compared to the lances because they're 100%, but they also can effectively have a longer range. I like my torpedoes as Imperial Navy, of course, so a lot of the cruisers have torpedoes as standard. It's only the one that has a Nova cannon. But yeah, generally lances and plasma macros, and the heavier you can get the better, at least in my opinion. Like the Avenger here, it has 8 light macros. I wouldn't see any reason why you'd ever want to have that Grand Cruiser, the Avenger. Unless anyone else can tell me, I would not take that. I'm of two minds of whether or not fighters and launch bays are worth it. I prefer torpedoes, but they can be helpful in spotting. You can send a fighter squadron out and they'll spot things on the way. And also you got your bombers and your assault boats as well, which can regain control of friendly ships or assault enemy ships, troops. So yeah, there is that. And obviously that's just as the Imperial Navy. Other factions have other weapons which you have to think about as well. Alright, well we're just going to do this special mission. See, thank you so much to play with. We'll need to test it all out. Yeah, it's just kind of have a look and find out. Champion of the Death Guard, Vucius.